Imagine a world where, with just one sentence, you can create your own game, city, or even a completely new reality, all without coding, complicated tools, or specialized knowledge. This is the promise of Genie 3, a revolutionary AI model developed by Google DeepMind. Unlike traditional game engines, Genie 3 generates rich, explorable environments in real time, from detailed landscapes and realistic weather to moving animals and complex ecosystems. You can walk through these worlds, interact with objects, and even influence how they evolve, all without any coding. In this video, we'll explore how Genie 3 is transforming the way we create and experience virtual worlds, opening the door to infinite possibilities in gaming, education, and simulation. Welcome to the next frontier of AI-generated worlds. Behind this magic are advanced AI processes. It's reminiscent of how Dr. Anna Stelline from Blade Runner 2049 built memories from details, emotions, and fragments of reality. The artificial intelligence analyzes your prompt using natural language processing, NLP, to understand what you want. The AI uses powerful generative models, such as transformer neural networks and GANs, trained on millions of examples of real worlds, scenarios, games, and interactions. These models analyze your ideas, compare them with their database, and literally create new elements of the game world, from landscapes to characters and weather. The entire game world is continuously modified and adapted to your further commands. For example, you can make a monster appear in the city center, or change the weather with a single sentence. The game engine remembers everything you create, even complex stories and changes, to maintain logical consistency and learn from its own mistakes. Machine learning will help it build better versions of itself in the future. You can explore and interact with the environment, and all changes and interactions are remembered. When you return to a previously visited location, the logic and continuity are preserved. For example, a trace of paint on the wall will still be there when you come back. What does the future hold? Imagine games without an ending or fixed plot. Every gameplay is completely different because you are the main designer. Want to move from an urban jungle straight to a castle in the clouds? One prompt is enough. In the future, this technology will allow anyone to create unique gameplay experiences. Genie 3 does not use traditional game engines. It learns the laws of physics and the relationships between objects on its own, which allows it to generate realistic, coherent worlds without manual coding. Schools will be able to take students anywhere in history, from ancient Egypt to Elon Musk's Mars colony. Students will be able to ask questions, influence events, talk to digital versions of historical figures, or solve puzzles they create themselves. Learning will become an interactive adventure. Game development teams will be able to create cheap visualizations for publishing companies, or even hold demos for gamers to test ideas before spending big budgets. Dedicated simulations will surely arise, where we ourselves will be the game masters. Genie 3 simulations can be used to train AI agents and robots in various environments, including those that are unconventional and difficult to replicate in the real world. For example, threat scenarios or physical interactions. Imagine therapeutic tools that allow people to explore their own visualizations, an avenue of memories, a magical childhood forest, or the perfect place of calm. Can generate interactive environments for meditation, exposure therapy, or simply relaxing after a tough day. Each session is unique and tailored to individual needs. Streamers and online creators will attract audiences with something never seen before. Interactive fun where viewers decide what to add to the game world. The audience types in chat, "Add a herd of pink giraffes," and the streamer immediately sees the change live. Why is this a revolution? Until now, games were like closed books. They had a beginning and an end, and their story was fixed by the creators. It's like an endless adventure in which every player becomes both author and director. This makes it possible to create worlds on demand, experiment, learn at your own pace, and experience things you never dreamed of. Is this vision of future gaming good for you? Or do you think it might have a negative impact on gaming? Write your thoughts in the comments. Risks of the technology. Realistic simulations can lead to addiction and the blurring of boundaries between the digital and real worlds. This is the matrix risk. People, especially young ones, may spend increasing amounts of time in AI-generated universes, losing motivation to live outside the simulation. The lack of real interactions can cause a decline in interpersonal skills, especially when virtual worlds are more attractive than everyday life. people may struggle to build relationships in the real world. Advanced world generation works similarly to creating memories. It can be a way to manipulate users, replace their experiences, or influence their views by tailoring virtual experiences. Interactive AI environments require analyzing and storing large amounts of user information, decisions, preferences, and activity history. This brings the risk of data leaks, misuse, or profiling without the user's knowledge. The more AI controls the world, the harder it is to break away from its influence. Users may lose the ability to make independent decisions, relying on recommendations and scenarios generated by algorithms. If most of the world is created by AI, users' own creativity may decline. Relying on ready-made tools reduces the need for independent thinking or creating. World generation technologies could be used to produce false training scenarios, e.g. for the military, simulate aggression, propaganda, or political manipulation. Experiencing AI-prepared emotions, dramas, or extreme situations may cause psychological overload, difficulties distinguishing fiction from reality, anxiety, or depression. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe